Hello, I'm Steve Weber, the host of Book Cheapskate. We're running through the top 10 free Kindle books featured today on bookcheapskate.com. Happy Monday, everyone. It's November 10th, 2025. With me, as always, is my co-host and bookworm sidekick, Cassandra. Good morning, Cass.
Good morning. Ready to uncover some great free reads today.
Absolutely. We've got a fantastic list. 10 free books available right now. We're covering quite a range: time travel, romance, thrillers, even a finance classic.
And the key thing, as always, is speed. These deals are for a limited time, sometimes just for today. So if something catches your ear, you need to grab it fast.
Couldn't agree more. Let's jump straight in. Book 1 is a monster deal, American Journey, the first 3 novels by John A. Heldt.
Oh yeah, 3 books in one. That's amazing value. It's time travel, historical fiction.
Right. It starts with Chuck Townsend, an unemployed reporter, and his son Justin, who's dropped out of college. This is back in 2016.
They're kind of at loose ends. Maybe their relationship is a bit strained, and then they hear about, the possibility of time travel from some lecturer.
And they actually do it. They take the plunge back to 1900, their plan. Ride a train to Texas and stop a distant uncle from being hanged for a crime he didn't commit.
A noble quest. But time travel is never that simple, is it? Their quick trip gets complicated.
How so?
Well, they both end up falling for these 2 lovely librarians down in Galveston, Texas, which would be fine, except they've arrived literally on the eve of the massive 1900 hurricane, the one that basically wipes Galveston off the map.
Oh, wow. So they know this catastrophic event is coming. That's heavy.
Exactly.
Yep.
Heldt uses the time travel mechanic to really dig into the moral weight of knowing the future, the idea of second chances, but also the danger of meddling. It's complex stuff.
Definitely adds depth beyond just the adventure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's switch gears dramatically. Book 2, Love Him Like Water. This is book 1 in the Lombardi family series by Jessica Gadziala.
Right. We're talking romantic suspense, specifically mafia romance territory here.
The arranged marriage trope. The classic.
Totally. It's set up to end a long-running feud between 2 crime families. You've got Renzo Lombardi, the ruthless, powerful leader.
Okay.
And he's being married off to Laura Costa. She's described as this shy, sweet princess type from the rival family. But here's the thing. She secretly had a crush on Renzo for ages.
So she's probably okay with this arrangement then.
She is, initially. But Renzo, well, he's all business. He marries her to stop the war and then basically ignores her. He becomes, and I love this phrase, a ghost haunting the shadows of their house.
Ouch. The alpha anti-hero strikes again.
But that's where the payoff comes, right? He eventually realizes what a huge mistake he's made, especially as Laura starts to pull away. He has to actually work, maybe even grovel a bit to win her back.
All while dealing with, I assume, mob stuff, betrayals, and danger.
Oh, absolutely. Whispers of betrayal are definitely part of the backdrop. It's that mix of high-stakes crime and high-stakes emotions.
Sounds intense. All right, moving on. Book 3 takes us into the courtroom. The Interests of Justice. This is David Brunel, book 17 by Stephen Venner.
17 books. That tells you something right there. This is a popular legal thriller series.
And the premise here sounds incredibly relevant. It tackles that question.
Yeah.
Are some people just above the law?
That's exactly it. The story kicks off with a real tragedy. A child is killed by a stray bullet during a festival in Seattle. It's awful.
Yeah.
The shooter is identified, but, well, he's from a very old, very powerful, very wealthy family. His father is one of the city's top attorneys.
So prosecutor David Brunel has his work cut out for him when he charges the guy with murder.
You bet. The father's law firm basically declares war. They try to just bury Brunel under a mountain of legal motions, delays, attacks, anything to stop the prosecution.
And Brunel's dealing with his own personal stuff too, right? Health issues.
Yeah, adding another layer of pressure. It really digs into whether money and influence can just break the justice system. Can you buy your way out of anything?
Given that the author is a defense attorney himself, I bet the details feel pretty authentic.
I'd imagine so. It sounds like less of a whodunit and more of a will justice prevail kind of story. Very serious stuff.
Okay, let's keep the adrenaline going with book 4. Espionage this time. Stray Bullets. Ian Kelly, book 1 by Robert James.
Ian Kelly? Sounds like quite the character. He's a secret government operative, trained killer since childhood.
Right. Plucked from foster care, turned into an assassin. Spends his life on official murder business, as the book puts it.
But here's the twist. He has a family, a normal life back home, grown kids who have no idea what he really does.
That's a tricky balance to maintain.
Extremely. So he's off in Dubai. His current mission involves tracking some wealthy playboy arms dealer. Standard stuff for him.
But the real problem is back home.
Exactly. His son, Brandon, has started looking into his mother's death. The police called it gang crossfire, closed the case. But Brandon isn't buying it.
And he's getting close to the truth. Maybe a truth connected to Ian.
Potentially, it becomes this race against time. Ian needs to finish his dangerous mission and get back before Brandon digs too deep. If Brandon uncovers his dad's real identity, or worse, attracts the attention of the cartels actually involved.
Wow. That's a nightmare scenario. The collision of his two lives sounds like a real page-turner.
Definitely high-stakes, high-tension stuff.
Okay, let's take a breather from all that intensity. Book 5 brings us some British humor. Strange Ways to Oldham. The Belchester Chronicles by Andrea Fraser.
Oh, I love the sound of this one. Meet Lady Amanda Golightly. The description is fantastic. Short, portly, embarrassingly forthright.
She calls a spade trumps, apparently. Love that.
Doesn't mince words, does she? So Lady Amanda is visiting a nursing home, stumbles upon a murder, as you do.
Of course.
But she also stumbles upon her long-lost friend, Hugo Cholmondeley Crichton Crump. Great name.
It really is.
She promptly rescues Hugo from the nursing home, brings him back to her fancy estate, and when she tries to report the murder, the police inspector is just awful. Condescending, treats her like a silly old biddy.
Big mistake. Huge.
Exactly. Lady Amanda is not having it. So she and Hugo, complete with his Zimmer frame, mind you, decide they're going to solve the crime themselves, partly for justice, partly to teach this impertinent young whippersnapper of an inspector a lesson.
Huh. I love it. Sounds like pure, delightful, British, cozy mystery fun. Lots of wit and class commentary, I bet.
Absolutely. You can just picture the pair of them outsmarting everyone.
Okay, now we need to shift gears again, quite significantly for Book 6. This one requires a more sensitive approach. It's not Over You, Healing Springs, Book 1 by Amanda Torrey.
Yes, absolutely. This is a second-chance romance, single dad involved, but the core themes are quite heavy. Grief, survivor's guilt, family trauma, so no humor here.
Understood. The protagonist is Savannah Grace. She's been running for 10 years, essentially, from the guilt and shame connected to her younger brother's traumatic death.
Right. She feels like she doesn't deserve happiness because of what happened. A really deep sense of survivor's guilt.
She only comes back to her hometown because her estranged mother needs a bone marrow donation. A pretty serious reason to return.
Exactly. And while she's there, she runs into Quentin Elliott, her high school boyfriend, the one she left behind when she ran.
And he's got his own connection to the tragedy.
He does. He felt helpless when her brother died, so he became a paramedic. He dedicated his life to saving people because he couldn't save her brother. And, well, he never stopped loving Savannah.
Oh, wow. That's powerful.
It really focuses on healing. Quentin is determined to help Savannah see that she does deserve forgiveness, especially from herself. It's about confronting that deep guilt and learning, maybe it's okay to stay, to fight for happiness.
Sounds like a very moving, very empathetic read. Important themes handled with care.
Definitely. A story about finding your way back from tragedy.
Okay, let's move to Book 7, back to drama, but with a historical, perhaps lightly scandalous flavor. A Season for Treason by Golden Angel. Regency historical romance.
Yes. This sounds like a fun mix. Our heroine is Miss Mary Wilson. She's a debutante navigating the London season.
But she's got a secret.
She does. She's actually a spy trying to uncover a dangerous, treasonous plot, all while dodging her aunt's attempts to marry her off.
Busy lady. Where does her investigation lead her?
To the most scandalous place imaginable, naturally. The debaucherous secret society of sin.
Ooh, sounds juicy.
And who runs this society? None other than the handsome, notorious rake, the Marquess of Hertford.
Of course he does. Let me guess, he catches her snooping.
You got it. He finds her sneaking around where she shouldn't be, and he gives her an ultimatum.
Which is?
Basically, accept his discipline and protection within the society, playing by his rules, or he'll expose her secrets, ruining her reputation and her mission.
Ah, espionage meets steamy Regency power dynamics. Quite the setup.
Right? High-stakes romance and intrigue combined.
That's fun. Yeah. Okay, Book 8 takes us out west. Colin's Quest, McLaren's of Boundary Mountain, Book 1 by Shirlene Davies. Historical Western romance.
Yep. Yeah. Classic Western setting. California frontier, and a classic conflict. Feuding families, think Romeo and Juliet, but with maybe more horses and dust.
Got it. So, Colin McLaren falls for Sarah McGregor.
Daughter of his family's sworn enemy. Her family violently opposes the match. Standard stuff for the genre, but always effective.
It gets separated.
Forced apart for 5 long years. But here's the heart of it. They don't give up. Sarah keeps this brooch Colin gave her, proof of their secret betrothal, while she waits for him out on the trail.
And Colin, is he just waiting too?
Oh, no. His quest is the journey back to her. He's crossing the country, battling outlaws, dealing with runaways, facing all sorts of dangers on the trail, all to get back and claim Sarah.
So it's about that enduring love, the persistence despite the obstacles.
Exactly. That commitment across time and distance. Very epic, very romantic Western feel.
Nice. Okay, almost there. Book 9 brings us back to contemporary times, small-town romance. Love Runs Deep by Claire Wilder.
This one sounds like fun. Our hero is working hard rebuilding his family's old summer camp. It's a project in honor of his brother who passed away.
So it's meaningful work for him. But there's trouble.
Big trouble. He's being sued by his neighbor, described only as an a-hole neighbor.
Huh? Okay.
And guess who the neighbor hires as his lawyer? Kat. She's gorgeous, super smart, big city lawyer type, sent there specifically to find Bert and shut his camp project down.
Enemies from the start. But there's a meet cute, isn't there? An
Oh,
awkward one.
it's a classic. Kat arrives and catches our hero taking a, let's call it a stress-relieving dip in the lake.
Oh.
Yeah, in the nude.
Oh, dear. Well, that breaks the ice, I suppose. That makes things incredibly awkward.
Both, probably. So the dilemma is instant. Flirting with the enemy lawyer is bad. Falling for her. That could risk the entire camp project, his promise to his brother, everything.
Great conflict. That enemies to lovers tension against a small-town backdrop in a memorable first meeting.
Definitely memorable.
All right, finally, Book 10. We end with nonfiction. A true classic. The Richest Man in Babylon by George Samuel Clason.
Yes, this one's foundational for personal finance. First published way back in 1926, but the wisdom is absolutely timeless.
What's the core message?
Essentially that building wealth isn't about luck. It's about applying simple, fundamental principles. It's about wisdom and discipline.
And it's not presented like a dry textbook, right? It uses stories.
Exactly. That's the genius of it. Clason uses these simple, engaging parables set in ancient Babylon, like 4,000 years ago. You follow Arkad, who starts with nothing and learns the secrets to becoming the richest man in the city.
Makes it much more accessible, I bet.
Yeah.
What are those core secrets, basically?
They're incredibly straightforward, really. Things like, always save a portion of everything you earn, the famous pay yourself first idea.
Yeah.
Make your savings work for you investing. And protect your capital. Don't take foolish risks.
Simple concepts, but powerful, and still completely relevant today for anyone wanting to get a handle on their finances.
Absolutely. It's clear, practical, and motivating. A fantastic book to round out our list.
Couldn't agree more. What a great selection today. Well, thanks for joining us today. And remember, if you want to download any of the books we've mentioned today from Amazon, visit us at bookcheapskate.com, and you'll have all the links right there. But do it now, before these deals expire. Who knows? They might even expire later today. And don't miss tomorrow's show. Very morning. It's all brand new. Cass, we'll do it again then.
Farewell, and happy reading.
Until then, keep on opening new worlds with great books without blowing a massive hole in your wallet. And whatever you do, remember this, when you read,
Your mind becomes its own kingdom.